And we reach the fourth quarter in a game that may be already out of hand. So with Wiggins sitting on the bench, this is who Eric Spoelstra has on the floor. Kyle Anderson is out there with Adebayo. Then there's Alec Burks. Then there's Terry Rozier. And it's Robinson in at the 3 slot.
Well, with his team leading, he might just want to put that one in his pocket next time.
Back to Young. Not going to go that time. Some solid defense from Rozier. And here's Rozier. He brings it up for the Heat. Next up will be a home game matched up against the Pacers. And that's game 2 of this string of 4 games played at home. And Greg, you talk about toughness, the compete factor. How does a team create that culture?
Call it critical mass. When you have the entire organization and enough players committed to that kind of effort, everyone has to meet that level.
And here are the Heat now. And again, it's the Heat missing. 60 seconds off the clock here in the fourth. Here's Highland. It's Adebayo with the rebound. Adebayo's got his 7th rebound here tonight. Outside Rozier. Driving the lane. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. This league, Stan, and you've watched it and coached it for years, has the best players in the entire world. And some guys, though, can kind of be overlooked. Like Terry Rozier, for instance.
Yeah, look, here's a guy who's averaged 28 points a game. He can create offense for other people. He plays hard, was an outstanding defender early in his career. He's an important piece for any team he's on.
And what speed, and Stan, what athleticism.
Yeah, no question about it. This guy's somebody who shouldn't be under the radar.
And it's the Heat with the ball after the basket by Atlanta. Fouled on the shot and picks up 2 points, so 1 free throw coming up.
Yeah, it looks like he hit the reset button at halftime. Not sure if it was a mechanical issue, but he's looked much more confident offensively.
Dyson Daniels checked in for Highland. That's good from Rozier. Greg, since making it to the Eastern Conference Finals in 2021, the Atlanta Hawks haven't been that good.
And it was hard to tell if that was a Cinderella run at the time, but Kevin, looking like that might have been the outlier. The Hawks took some risks to get back there, but it just hasn't worked.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the charts.
Anderson, a screen on Okongwu. He just cannot miss. 8 up, 8 in. Flawless.
Yeah, how about Adebayo? Just discarding the defender and finishing strong.
Lets it go from deep. Young, no good.
Well, his shot selection's been poor. If I were coaching this team, he'd be sitting next to me.
Pass to Adebayo. Well, Stan, the NBA awards impact so much on these players and what they think they can acquire and achieve. How do you feel about the structure of award voting?
Well, right now, Kevin, there's about 100 panelists that each get a vote, and that seems like as good approach as any. Certainly, I need to be on that panel, and you know, I mean, I think we'd probably get more worthy award winners if they would just let me pick them myself.
But you know, they make your picks public, and a lot of times voters are uncomfortable with that.
Yeah, that doesn't really bother me. I'm used to people disagreeing with me anyway. I have a family, Kevin.
First personal foul.
Yeah, well, sometimes Trae Young can seem a little temperamental, but that really just speaks to his passion, and you can't teach that.
And Dwayne Wade is the first Heat player to be honored with a statue. And Greg, that's pretty significant for a very successful franchise.
And Kevin, well-deserved, right? D-Wade, the best player in franchise history. He helped bring 3 championships to the city, plus he's already got a street named after him.
And that one's good. Wiggins.
They're getting on a roll inside. Their last 3 field goals have come from the paint.
Young outside. Capella sets a screen for Young. Oh, and the jam by Capella.
Wow. Clint Capella.
Miami's gotten off to an 0 for 2 start from downtown here in the fourth quarter. Hero finds Rozier. And a few years back, the NBA coach decided to change how they do take fouls. It appears it's had the impact they wanted, don't you think?
I certainly do, Kevin. I thought it was a great rule change. There's almost nothing more exciting in NBA basketball than the fast break. And take fouls were limiting that. Now that we've gotten rid of those, we're really getting to see the athleticism of NBA players.
Yeah, because we want to see the finish, don't we? You want to see what happens when they do get off on that kind of break.
That's where the excitement happens.
Here's Young, following the basket by Andrew Wiggins. Johnson in the corner. Pass to Rizier. Off the mark there with the three-point shot.
+8 in the rebound differential. One more reason why they're in control.
Outside, Hero. Outside, Rozier. Misses the three. The Hawks have gotten only 3 of their 9 field goal attempts to go down since the end of the third. Pretty cold down the stretch. Here is Daniels, covered by Wiggins. Capella sets a screen for Young. Hands it from downtown.
Well, Young saw how the defense was going to play the pick and roll, and that was all he needed to create a score for himself.
Now, Hero. Wiggins outside. Launches a three. Atlanta with the rebound. Johnson's got his 5th rebound in this one. Daniels with it. He's against Wiggins. Daniels dishes to Young. Now Rizier. Just 4 to shoot. And it's Young. That time on the assist by Rizier. Young's got 7 points here in this quarter. And he makes it look easy, dunking it hard with one hand.
Man, Rozier getting up. Impressive to see someone his size finish with authority.
Young against Rozier. Another miss by Young. Miami's gone into a funk from downtown in the fourth. Only 1 of their 5 three-pointers has found the bottom of the bucket. Now, Hero. Rozier for 3. That's his 6th field goal today, and that makes him now 6 for 11.
And as we head to the final buzzer here, a crushing blowout, big-time dominance, and this will go in the record books as a gaudy win for Miami.
And this was one that never really was in doubt, I thought, an all-around dominant performance. And you kind of thought that maybe even going into the game.
Yeah, there was a sense of that, and man, they just pretty much blew them right out of the water. A clinic was put on display here today.
And now on the year, this will take them to 28 wins.
And they will walk out of here feeling really good about themselves today, guys. A big win over a conference foe they'd split their previous 2 games with.
And what a tremendous standout performance it was for Andrew Wiggins.
Well, as a coach, it's so fun to watch a player dominate the game offensively like he did in this one.
So, Stan, you can talk about this. We always hear about Heat culture, the Miami franchise, from top to bottom. Everybody is all in and focused in one direction, aren't they?
Yeah, Kevin, I think that is the greatest strength the Heat have had as an organization, is they are all on the same page. And I think they've done it in large part because they have great continuity. If you just look up and down their staff, guys have been there forever. And that allows them to have a very consistent culture.
And teams have tried to copy that, and it's been very hard, hasn't it?
Well, it's been hard because the part they leave out is the consistency part. You can't build that kind of culture when you're making changes with your coaching staff and your front office every 2 to 3 years.
Team foul number 4.
And he can't get the first one. Good on the second free throw. Here's Young. And so Miami takes this one by a big margin. It was a tale of two teams tonight, one that was in total control, operating flawlessly, and the other just searching for answers that they could never find.
I mean, the energy here is just so tremendous. Fans involved from the get-go, and once they started to really pour it on, it was fun to see that rhythm and flow from their perspective.
And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David.
Thanks very much, Bam. Your impact is seen all over the stat sheet. So what's the mindset as you approach these games?
Just trying to get a team win, trying to impact winning. You know, that's what it's all about. My teammates got my back like I got theirs. So we just going out there and trying to do our thing.
It was very visible there down the stretch. You looked like yourselves and got the win. Back to you guys.
All right, David, thank you. And that'll wrap it up, folks. So for Stan Van Gundy, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. Thank you for watching the NBA, presented by 2K Sports. And now we present the player of the game, Andrew Wiggins.